Drunken Pop, we're diving deep. The memories we swore to keep. Unfiltered tales that'll make you leap. Into your past we boldly leap. Timothy speaks of games and dreams, old cartoons and backyard schemes. Nostalgia hit like a mighty wave. In this show, we misbehave. Double days with pockets full, bringing tales that always pull. Step heads, cackles with a glance, unleashing legends from our trance.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Drunken Pop. I'm your host, TJ Stevens.
Step in.
Joining me, as always, Dollar Bill Dave.
Woo!
Nice. Timmy C's here also.
WrestleFest, bitches.
Dude, show everyone now.
You have to bring it to my house.
Look at that the hotness. I'm actually, I don't know what a t-shirt is.
It was funny because Dave was like, nerd. And then I showed it and he's like, oh, I need that.
I'm ashamed that I have the video game show and I don't have that in my house. So we're going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to get in our plugs here in a second, but usually we do, you know, this time in this year. And Dave had this idea that we should do a Wrestling Mount Rushmore since it's WrestleMania season, or just
Well, not only that, but I got on Twitter this week.
Coach Keith.
Coach Keith and Darren, we want you guys to participate in our discussion today.
for shizzle.
I got on Twitter this week because let me go on Twitter quick because that dumb fuck Dave Meltzer. I don't give a shit what you think. If Hulk Hogan is only top 6 to you in the world of professional wrestling,
Hogan,
you are an idiot.
Or as Ultimate Warrior would say, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. I wrote, Dave Meltzer might be the dumbest journalist in the history of journalism. Top 6? Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Pro wrestling would be nothing without Hulk Hogan. To the tune of over 31,000 impressions, 113 comments, and we're up to almost 800 likes. So I figured, you know what? This would be a great discussion for the three of us to have here on Drunken Pop. And let's talk about the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
I agree with that, but can we talk about like 31,000 impressions, only 800 people liked it?
Who cares?
You're unlikable. That's
It just means 31,000 people saw it. Doesn't mean they read it.
And I mean, there's well over 100. There's 113 comments.
That's a lot.
What do they all say? Fuck Meltzer? Because that's what I would say.
How bad did you ratio him, as the kids say?
Well, see, I'm blocked by Meltzer. So, like, I had to screenshot Meltzer because I can't, I don't see his stuff.
Blocked.
He blocked me.
Dummy.
Of course.
Classic WWF. There's too much Americentrism at play when people try to dismiss Hogan. I can't speak for wrestling in the USA before Hogan, but globally, American wrestling, all promotions grew exponentially thanks to Hogan and the WWF of the 80s.
So Meltzer believes because he lived in California that he's plugged into the global look of everything.
Some twat named Paris.
Motherfucker didn't get the internet until 1998.
What was their name?
Somebody told me spoken like a true casual. I'm a casual wrestling fan. That's fucking funny.
So before we get into,
I'm a casual wrestling fan.
I want to
in the 80s, but I am.
I want to get into the Hogan impact of wrestling
and make Dave say it. I like how he almost choked.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I want to get into that impact because
Hulk
actually I think it
Hogan.
will tie in very nicely. Speaking of plugs, with our Tito and Santana interview.
Speaking of plugs, Dave Meltzer, look at that hair.
Plug in his nose.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Plugs.
When this topic was brought up for us to do on this show, I'm going to be completely honest with everyone. I didn't want to do it because, like, that's not what this show is supposed to be. But the more I thought about it, especially today, I think it is important. And Hulk Hogan is the time we're talking about is technically past pop culture. It's the 80s and the early 90s. I think the bigger issue is, and I've said this several times on the show, and I will continue to scream it from the hilltops every chance I get. The only, in my opinion, reputable wrestling journalist is Chris Van
Bill
Vliet.
Apter. Bill Apter.
Well, Apter too, but Chris Van Vliet. And
Now. Yeah.
right now, because Van Vliet, and Timmy and I met him in Indianapolis. Van Vliet has.
He's a handsome man.
In love with him.
Just like Diana Hart Smith.
It's almost
Like to see her nipples.
line of the day.
They're on her knees.
I think
That's okay.
Van Vliet has and had a career as, like a Hollywood Reporter type interviewer. And I think the reputation Van Vliet has now is largely because he doesn't do opinion pieces. He does interviews almost exclusively.
Doesn't snort coke. What?
That too.
Hey, we're podcast.
And he doesn't post spoilers. He doesn't put people's business out there that don't want it to be. He's
a gentleman.
Second time this week, the guy we're talking about is apologizing for putting shit online that people didn't want out there. But he handles it the right way, right? And I think he's
an actual human.
Yes.
How about that?
The issue with media in general, but specifically with wrestling journalists, and the reason why it's specifically here is because it's a more niche audience, but they do the same shit, so it's much more noticeable. Is they are catering
different twice.
Paltry.
Paltry. That is,
it's a paltry comparison.
They cater to. I mean, what do you guys think is even a realistic number? A 50th of the actual wrestling audience as a whole?
A 50th?
Are we gauging by like people that watch it?
People, yeah.
Well, there's the thing. There's hardcore fans. There's hardcore fans
people
like
watch
us.
WrestleMania, then watch Raw.
Right. That's why I'm asking you. So, like, the average wrestling viewer that Dave was talking about, the casual fan, they don't know who Sean Ross Sapp and Dave Meltzer are.
No.
So that's why
I'm an average wrestling fan now. I know who he is.
Well, we're not average
now,
wrestling.
But you didn't used to be
people.
Average wrestling fan now.
Here's
the deal. I've been hardcore as hardcore can be.
Correct.
Up until Conrad Thompson became a thing with his podcast, I didn't know who the fuck Dave Meltzer was.
I didn't either. To be completely honest, I didn't either.
No clue. The only one I knew.
You're the hardest of hardcore fans. Before 2016, if you knew who Dave Meltzer was.
Right.
And the only one I knew and really didn't even know him that much was Apter.
Right.
And that's because
he had the mags.
The mags. That's it. I didn't know anybody else. And I would go to the grocery store at the height of the Monday Night Wars and all that stuff. And I used to get the WWF magazine. I had a subscription.
Yep. Raw.
But I would go to the grocery store and buy Pro Wrestling Illustrated and The Wrestler and all those different magazines. And then you had WOW magazine came out.
There's a blonde behind you.
Look at this hot girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
girl.
Who's
hey.
the number one wrestler in the world of all time?
Like Hulk Hogan kind of thing?
See? Yep. Nailed it.
And
she also said Hulk
she
Hogan.
is the least casual fan.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you ever heard of Ricky Dozen?
No.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here with Ricky Dozen bullshit.
She also said,
or she goes Hulk Hogan. She goes Hulk Hogan or the Undertaker.
Yes. And by the way,
this is what we're talking about.
I'm shocked that the Undertaker came up. That's
the thing. Like when I told my sister-in-law, so I was with Conrad or whatever. She's like, she knew the wrestling thing, and I was like, yeah, he's He's actually married to Ric Flair's daughter.
Darren Staley thinks he's on the Mount Rushmore.
And my sister-in-law goes, "Who's Ric Flair?" Now
She's northerner.
You know what I've never heard any human say is who's Hulk Hogan. And I judge it off my mother, who does not watch wrestling, does not give a shit about. She knows who Hulk Hogan is. She doesn't know who John Cena is. She doesn't know who anybody else is, but she knows who Hulk Hogan is. So you can't tell me Hulk Hogan is number 6.
No, he's number 1.
Yeah. And we're going to spoil it.
Like if there is a Mount Rushmore that doesn't have him on there, that's like, we're going to do a presidential Mount Rushmore with no Washington, no Lincoln. No, hell with him.
I'm willing to hear the argument for Austin. But
everyone knows who Austin is.
That is it.
And my mother does not know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
Well, I just mean for the Mount Rushmore. I'm willing to hear the argument for Austin for number 1.
So
that's it.
We're gonna get to and when we do our Mount Rushmore, guys, the whole point of this, and you guys in the chat, we want your Mount Rushmore too. When we give our 1s, we want your 1s. When we give our 2s, we want your 2s. Not only are we're gonna do it.
I think we've kind of given our 1s away.
Well, but the first one you go with is your number 1. The second one is your number 2, number 3, number 4. And we'll discuss why. And then your like to me, 4 and 5, there is no 5 on Rushmore, but 4 and 5 is tough because there's a name out there that it kills me to leave him off this.
Okay.
So we're going to start now.
Everybody, I know.
Well, hold on. Even top 4 Mount Rushmore. What are we basing this on?
Of who you think is the, like, in wrestling,
not Meltzer. Like,
right?
Who are the best
the
people
best
for wrestling ever?
Biggest names in wrestling.
Okay, that's actually kind of because I was going to do this based off impact of business. But if we're going to do best known, that changes it up.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Impact of business to you might. Here's what I'm getting at, TJ.
Impact of business carries on. So best known would still impact business because
that's not true.
People see Dwayne Johnson in a film and are like, he was a wrestler, and goes back and watches it.
Let me give you an example. Top 4 impact of business. Bruno would make my Mount Rushmore. Best known, he doesn't.
Well, see, that's my thing. Bruno was big in the Northeast. That's it.
In the 60s and 70s,
yeah. It's not.
But see,
there's a difference.
Here's where I'm getting at. This is why I was like, in our group text saying like, TJ, I'm going to talk shit about you.
Because you're like wanting to put Bruno on. I'm like,
no, not Bruno.
Not my top 10.
Not Bruno. Here's the name that I'm expecting TJ to name. And if he doesn't, that's fine. But let's go with the name of your daughter, TJ.
Piper.
So
again, if with the caveat of best well known, if Piper's not 4, he's 5.
Okay, and see, that's fine. Like that, and that's to TJ. That's not to me. That's not to Tim. And I am one of the first ones to go out and admit that I think, and this is, I'm not throwing shade at you at all, TJ. You obviously know my stance. I think Roddy Piper is one of the most overrated wrestlers of all time.
Piper is one of those guys, you either love him or you hate him.
Right. And it's not that I hate it. And as a kid, I didn't mind Piper, but as an adult, I can't stand Piper.
Sure.
And I think his interviews and all his shit are just, they're Ultimate Warrior-esque.
No, they're not.
Hot take.
Yes. So
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Number 1, I'll go first. Hulk Hogan. And not only am I saying this for the 80s version of Hulkamania Hulk Hogan, but also for the 90s NWO Hollywood Hulk Hogan, because he put wrestling on the map worldwide in the 80s. And then wrestling went into a lull, and then it exploded again in the 90s thanks to the NWO. And the immortal Hulk Hogan, the ultimate babyface in the world of professional wrestling, turning heel into the worst of bad guys and the biggest scumbag in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the numbers. Now, granted, okay, Hogan Andre drew like 33 million people. And then you had Hogan and Macho Man drew like 25 million people.
Yeah.
And you had when the Mega Powers split, they had like 25 million people watching. Dude, those numbers are insane.
Bonkers.
Now you go back and ultimately I believe that I think the ratings for the Monday Night Wars are a little inflated.
Yes.
So
yeah, for sure.
I don't think there were 5 million people watching Monday Night Raw and 5 million different people watching Monday Night.
Correct.
Because I know I watched them both. And this wasn't the day of having multiple TVs in certain areas, whatever. We had one TV.
Limited channels.
But I mean, we had cable.
8.5.
I watched
if they're
Raw.
ranking 10, 8.5 is good.
I watched Raw, recorded Nitro, and the next week I switched.
So I didn't record any. I watched them both. But literally, Monday Night Raw USA came on channel 29, and Monday Nitro on TNT came on channel 30.
Mine was 13 and 36.
So, and we had lost our TV remote. So we didn't even have the remote to sit there and flip back and forth. But we had the little cable box with the buttons on it. So we had these giant pillows that we'd lay on the floor, and we just put our foot up on it and just hit up or down with our toe. Boom, up or down, up or down, up or down. And we would flip back and forth over the course of the 2-hour shows no less than 400 times.
Oh, yeah.
And I guarantee you that the vast majority of the people that watch these shows did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not flipping channels with their toes, but they flip back and forth. Now, you had your diehards that only watch Nitro or only watch Raw.
Right.
But the majority of the people were switching back and forth. So I agree with Tim. Instead of 5 million and 5 million, it's somewhere in the 7 to 8 million total watching.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a fair number. Timmy, who's your number one?
Well, I like Hulk Hogan. And I think he dipped our toe. He'd be my number 2. But Stone Cold Steve Austin brought a large crowd in.
He sure did.
So he's my number 2. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We're doing number 1.
He's my number 1.
Austin's your number 1.
Yes.
Okay. My number 1's Hogan. Because I don't think if there's no Hogan, we don't get Austin.
If there's no Hogan, this shit is still the way it was in the 80s.
I don't think so.
Or in the 70s.
I don't think so. I think Vince still would have done the same thing. And there's, depending on who you ask, well, it's pretty much well known. The 2 guys he would have gone after had Hogan not worked out was Dusty and Kerry Von Erich. So, I mean, I still think he gets there. I don't think it happens as fast or as big.
My point on it is, all right, you guys are telling the origin story. I'm telling who spread wrestling the most. Because you could not walk around from 1998 to 2001 without seeing people with Austin 316 shirts.
Well, and we're going to get to this because Austin is my number 2. So we'll just go ahead and start. I agree, Timmy. Hogan made wrestling mainstream. Austin made wrestling cool.
Yep.
That's
so
well
I
put.
remember, it was like taboo to be a professional wrestling fan until the NWO, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and DX became a big thing. And then it was no longer embarrassing to be a wrestling fan. But I'm one of those few that, dude, I didn't give a shit. I liked wrestling.
I mean, look at
you guys. You guys know my personality. If somebody doesn't like something that I like, I don't give a fuck. And I've been like that since I could blink. But Steve Austin, to me, I credit Steve Austin as the one who really made wrestling popular.
Yep.
So it was no longer like, he likes wrestling. He's weird. Because everybody in high school talked about what Stone Cold Steve Austin did on Monday Night Raw. Every Tuesday, it was like, oh my God, did you guys see Raw? Stone Cold did this. Stone Cold did that. Stone Cold did this.
Well, I was in college, but yes.
I think another key factor of this too is I don't think we talk about enough. Before Austin, wrestling merchandise, specifically T-shirts, was embarrassing.
Yes.
Until Austin showed up and they completely changed the game.
Matthew Elvis Presley has Hogan number 2.
He has Hulk Hogan number 1.
And number 2. Number 2, Hulk Hogan. Number 2, Hollywood Hogan. So he's got Hulk Hogan number 1, Hollywood Hogan number 2.
I agree. I have Hogan second. But I think if we're talking growing the business, Austin was number 1 and Hogan was number 2. Don't get at me.
We're splitting hairs here.
No, there's nothing.
I understand Hogan's contribution to the business.
Well, it went from territorial to nationwide under Hogan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Under
I was
Austin,
a Hogan maniac.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, but see, the thing with Austin is and why Austin's my number 2 is because, I mean, he exploded unlike anything you've ever seen.
Correct.
And I was at Monday Night Raw in 1996 with my Austin 316 sign. Front row. You can see my ass there the whole time.
I think where we start to diverge is 3 and 4.
Yes.
I think that's where we're going to get the argument.
Yes.
And Austin's my 2, if we haven't figured that out.
So we're all at Hogan Austin.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Pretty much.
But I do want to make this clarification. If we're going to go Hollywood Hogan, I'm only going to say 96, 97, because I think by the beginning of 98, specifically with the Starrcade 97 finish, the crowd was turning on Hogan again.
So Coach Keith says Flair is his number 2. But see, I go back to what we just talked about. My sister-in-law, to this day, she has no clue who Ric Flair is. But that's okay. But I mean, in the world of wrestling, you can't deny what Ric Flair did for the NWA as their traveling champion.
Well, let's just be honest here. And I'm not trying to hate on Flair. More people know Ric Flair today than they did when he was in his prime in the 80s.
Correct.
Yes. So, and again, not to be controversial, Ric Flair.
Who's Mario Mancini.
I don't know who that is. Ric Flair.
Is he the guy in Super Mario?
No,
that's Mario.
Mario. Duran.
Mario Mancini is a retired professional wrestler who mainly worked in the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, he was a job guy.
Oh, damn you, Ben Jones.
I love that you're like, I'm going to give credibility to this.
Controversy.
I'm not going to, Flair's not going to make my Rushmore.
He will. He's all right. Let's go. Number 3.
We're going to get to it. Okay. So number 3 for me, The Undertaker. And here's what. Here's one of the things. And we'll jump back for a second. The reason why Austin's my number 2, longevity.
Okay. That's fair.
He had
6 years.
He had a 4-year run at top.
6. 97 to 03.
Yeah. At top.
Well, I mean, it's the first 3 or
top
4 months.
97.
I mean, but hell, he missed a whole year in there.
Top 97 to 01.
I go 97 to 01, really, and he missed all of 2000.
Yeah,
that's true.
But so I give Steve Austin 4 years. Hulk Hogan was the champ for 4 freaking years straight.
Mm-hmm.
But my number 3 is The Undertaker. Now here's one of my reasonings.
Longevity's got to be one of them.
Longevity. But not only that, but this
Gotta be the only one.
This is in the Undertaker was born in the middle of the gimmick era.
Mm-hmm. The beginning of it, really.
Name a better gimmick in the history of wrestling that you can say is better than the gimmick of the Undertaker.
There's not
Bash and Booger.
By the way, do you guys want to hear my favorite Monday Night Raw match ever?
Mm-hmm.
Billy and Bart Gunn against Bam Bam Bigelow and Bastion Booger. Everyone's name started with B. That was fair. By the way, Bastion Booger is my number 3.
All right, so that's terrible.
So
That's gross.
Matthew Elvis Presley has a good one. His number 3, Vince McMahon.
Not a character.
But that's why I.
And if we do rank it as a character, not entering the Mount Rushmore. My number 3 is The Rock / Dwayne Johnson.
Well, again, you could have the same argument you just had with Austin about
Longevity. Rock's
Yeah.
not on there because of longevity.
What are you talking about? When was his first match?
96. Survivor Series 96.
When was his last match?
No. Because technically Austin's last match was just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so was The Rock's.
But he hasn't been
The Rock
full-time
having
since,
one
like,
match every
03.
10 years.
All right,
Get out of here.
hold on, stop.
Thank
Dave,
you.
Your
Darren
argument
Staley.
was if I ask my mom, name this wrestler, who's she gonna name first, The Rock or The Undertaker?
The Rock's not famous for wrestling. He's famous for movies.
It doesn't matter.
Who does?
We're about bringing heads into the tent.
It's like it'd be like having Jeep Swenson as 3.
What?
Who? Or
Bane.
Darren Staley asked your mom last night, and she said she knew who The Rock was.
Well, we know Coach Keith is NWA for life.
Yes.
Yes.
And we should talk about that because there's a key distinction between because Darren almost lost his shit when I told him Flair's not going to make my top 4. I grew up a WWF kid, so I don't know Flair's popularity in the South. I have no
Flair's
idea.
going to make my top 4 simply because of what he's done at the end of his career.
That doesn't-
drunk.
No, people know who the fuck Ric Flair is fucking selling car warranties.
Yeah.
Ric Flair's
talking
richer
about?
now. He's richer now than he ever was.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Wrestling heyday. Yeah.
People know him now as the senior citizen they ever did as Ric Flair. the
But
wrestler.
I guess we can skip. That's my number 4, Ric Flair.
What was
Who's your number 3?
Not because
The
of
Rock.
anything he's done in the
The
ring.
Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, The Rock, number 3.
And Ric Flair is number 4 because guess what? People know who the hell he is. He's still making money off this business.
I love that he goes Wrestling Mount Rushmore. We talk about the longevity of Austin The Rock, and then he goes, my number 4 is Ric Flair for what he did outside of wrestling.
How popular was he in 1986 compared to what he is now? Is he selling weed in 1986?
Well, nobody could sell weed in 86.
Is he selling
unless you were the
anything in
mob.
1986? No.
I mean, he might have sold something. I don't know.
He probably sold tires in Charlotte, but
So number
trust me,
3.
bigger
my
now
number 3.
than he's ever been.
And
TJ, you're number 3.
I saw somebody, it might have been Darren, say this in the chat earlier. And I want to make this very clear, and we've talked about this on the show before. I think the person, Horseman Vitamins, I think the person that I'm about to say often gets remembered in a far better light than he deserves to be. I think he was a bully and got away with it because of who he was. But very few people do not know who Andre the Giant is.
I'll give it to you.
They know the name.
Yes. And again, I think Andre, looking back at things, is an asshole. and he would not survive in wrestling for a week today, pulling the shit he pulled back.
Yes, he would. He was 7'5".
So,
if I was 7'4", I'd be an asshole too.
Obafemi would throw him through a window. But
Andre over The Rock. Let's go take a fucking poll outside.
And do what?
Well,
Who knows
the
Andre
Rock,
the Giant?
The Rock
and who
wasn't
knows
in
who
The Princess
Rock is?
Bride, and
Yeah,
he didn't have a
Princess Bride.
1 minute long fart. So I go Andre over The Rock too.
He didn't drink 124 beers.
He sells tequila now though.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant?
No, The Rock.
Oh.
No. He sells tombstones now.
The Undertaker?
No.
Who
100.
gets taken off the list for him? I haven't even
For
told
who?
you my number 4.
All right.
Taken off
So
the
we
list.
know Timmy's number 4.
Flair.
We got my 4.
For things
My
he
number
did,
4.
that's
My
not
number
wrestling.
4 is Ric Flair.
He was my number 4 too.
Mm-hmm. Ric Flair is my number 4.
You're gonna make me be the asshole.
No, there is no wrong here. I mean, because if there was, Timmy's way wrong with The Rock, but it's fine.
Yes, no one knows who The Rock is. Brought no eyes into the tent.
You know, technically, because of Lonesome Dove, I could say Bret Hart is number 4.
Fuck off.
Bret Hart sucks.
That worked.
Bret Hart sucks and his sister has tiny nipples.
I mean,
That
Vader
worked.
was on Boy Meets World.
That's true, and that worked like a charm. So number 4.
Bret Hart's sister is a handsome man.
So I started the show off with saying, by the well-known factor, if Piper wasn't 4, he'd be 5.
Piper sucks.
You suck. So
He would not even break the top 7.
They live.
Zeus was better than Piper.
Oh, shut up! You guys. You know what? I'm doing this show by myself. Listen to this stupid shit. I will not listen to Roddy Piper slander on this show. No, we're not doing it. No one's doing the show.
Thank you, True Pilgrim 144K. Piper is crazy overrated, but he was not a great talker either. He talked in gibberish.
But True Pilgrim 144K certainly sounds like a legit person. So,
Oh, there you go. Look at that. You sold Coach Keith Andre's number 4.
There you go. That's what we do here. So my number 4,
I mean, he's better than Piper.
Yes. Better interview, too.
And he was known around the world.
Did you say
So that's
Andre's a
big
better
thing.
interview? Oh my god, that's gotta be a t-shirt.
the WrestleMania. Hey!
Yes.
Hey! Hulk Hogan!
Or Elegante. Ric Flair, I'll kill you.
He always said WrestleMania, but 2 was my favorite. I think because of the last 10 years, I'm giving the nod to Cena at number 4.
Cena was close for me.
Yeah.
I would give Cena over a lot of people. But
So now here's where it gets interesting. So we did our Mount Rushmore. Right? There's your top 4.
well, we each did our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we each did our Mount Rushmore, but now we get to continue.
Mount Gregmore?
So now we're doing Mount Fillmore because we're going to fill more spots.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 5 is John Cena.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with Cena at 5.
Okay. My number 5.
Throw Piper's ass out.
Well, I've taught myself out of it sitting here. So you guys are
Mr.
gonna
Perfect.
You guys are. I love Mr. Perfect, but you guys are gonna
Brian
laugh.
Pillman, he was a bingo.
You guys are gonna laugh at me because I always do this on this show. You guys will be doing something, and I'll say something just crazy old, and you're like, I don't understand what just happened. My number 5, Gorgeous George, the original from the 40s and 50s.
Macho Man's girlfriend?
No, not that one. The other one. Because before, when there was 3 channels, Gorgeous George was a national television icon.
Yes.
Not just
Gorgeous
wrestling.
George has to be up there with the names that built professional wrestling.
Yes, absolutely.
Gorgeous fucking George.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, he had people wanting to commit hate crimes.
I think quite a few tried.
Yeah, I said wanting to commit
Yeah.
hate crimes.
8 people were reacted to him.
That's the goat.
I mean, to be
Oh,
fair,
Derek,
more people know him
talk about
than
this.
Gorgeous George.
I don't think that's accurate.
Guaranteed.
Well, that's true.
I want to put a poll out on all of Twitter.
What is with
Who
you and
knows
polls?
Chris Benoit compared to Gorgeous
What are
George?
you in polls today?
Half of the responses will be Macho Man's girlfriend.
Vince Morgan must have just checked in because we did our 4 on Mount Rushmore, and then now we're doing Mount Fillmore. We're gonna fill more spots.
Also,
Bruno
Vince Morgan,
Mars.
why is your profile
What is
picture
that?
a
Bruno
lady?
Sammartino was a gay porn star. What?
Is that true? Is he just making things up in the chat? You know what I heard about Bruno? Loves dick. I haven't verified that.
Dick the Bruiser was his tag team partner in the 60s.
Dick Bruiser.
He was the Dick Bruiser.
All right, Dave, number 6, you're up.
All right, number 6. Let's think of advertising.
Zeus.
You had Hogan doing right guard commercials, and he
Correct.
was on Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
And who's another famous advertiser in the world of wrestling?
Mr. T.
Let's think
Bob
of
Uecker.
let's
Bob
think
Uecker.
of beef jerky.
Randy Savage. Oh shit, Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage snapping to a Slim Jim.
To be fair, there are still like Macho Man boxes that hold
Yes.
Slim Jims.
But they just stopped using it for their advertising campaigns
Nope.
like 2 years ago.
No, but his voice is still in there.
Yeah.
It still says snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. If you go back and look at all the commercials with LA Knight in them and stuff, they still have Macho Man in it to
Why
this
don't they
day.
use
He's
Bam
been
Bam
dead
Bigelow?
for 15 years.
Okay. I like Macho Man at 6, Timmy.
Zeus.
Would you please stop saying Zeus?
He literally had 3 matches his whole
Yeah.
career.
And one of them was that god awful Triple K.
Show a picture of him. See who knows him.
People
Everybody
know
knows
Tiny
who-
Lister. They don't know Zeus.
Same guy.
No shit.
He
You're kidding.
may be called Debo. It's okay. I mean, you get past about 6, 7. It's hard.
6, 7.
It's hard to start naming real figure like Andre. Once you get past Andre, it's hard to name like Kerry Von Erich. No one gave a fuck who Kerry Von Erich was.
Pizza Inn commercials.
Yeah, I mean, Larry Zbyszko. No one gave a shit.
Oh, don't you
Jerry
sully-
Lawler. No one cared.
Don't you sully the good
Only
name
people in Tennessee care about Jerry Lawler.
of Larry
Yeah.
Zbyszko.
I mean, there's about 7, 8 names.
Vince
that-
Morgan's kicked out. MVP Zack Ryder. I'll give him Cena and the Junkyard Dog.
Actually,
I'll give you that.
Junkyard Dog is probably the closest to a real name that people would know.
Actually, you know what? Oh, you kind of got to give it to Ryder on the internet thing he did.
No, that's
What do you
a
mean, no?
niche thing.
Dude,
Like,
I could
we're
literally
talking
I could go to every house in my neighborhood, and there's like 400 fucking houses here. And
Who's
could
Zack
knock on
Ryder?
the
I
door-
don't fucking know.
I could knock on the door and be like, "Hey, tell me who Zack Ryder is," and everybody would look at me like I was on crack cocaine.
Well, first off, they
maybe.
call the cops, and second off, they'd kick you out.
Is Darren listening to the show on mute? But he is real confused, and I don't understand why. What do you mean?
So we've consensus named Hogan,
Yeah,
Austin.
yeah.
I got kicked back on the Rock, but
I mean, yes and no. especially the last few years, The Rock has not had a hit movie in quite some time.
I mean, if we're talking about exposure, I'm gonna throw Batista up there.
And that's fine.
He's been in Marvel movies.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? I haven't even considered Batista, but I would absolutely put him over Piper.
I would.
Yeah.
Larry Zbyszko could put a coke addict to sleep.
Dude, Larry Zbyszko was our best interview by far. I cannot believe all these Larry Zbyszko slander.
Okay, we need to find that and put it on the YouTube channel.
We have to have it somewhere.
You've got all the stuff.
My number 6. God, I mean Batista, that's a hard one not to put in there.
He dodged that one real quick. My number 6.
I mean, I'll look it up while we're doing number 7. I mean, Batista's a tough one not to put there. I haven't said anyone from the NWA yet.
That's because they were regional.
I mean, Dusty Rhodes has got to be in the top 10.
Yeah, Flair and Dusty.
Flair, I got Flair and Dusty from the NWA.
But see, Dusty was like, he influenced everyone else. Like he's one of the baseline guys.
See,
he didn't get all the credit he should have.
See, that was my issue with the NWA from the get-go, though, was it was a traveling thing. So they always had a heel champion with the baby faces in each territory trying to one up the heel when he came to their territory.
Well, here's another one.
Dusty was like a 2 or 3 time champion, but he held the belt for a total of like 4 weeks.
Right.
So I mean, that to me, that's nothing.
Here's another
one.
The
Miz had a better reign than Dusty Rhodes did.
Another
one. The Miz is one that's.
Yeah, the Miz actually.
No, he's not.
Yes,
no,
he is.
No, he's like top 10, maybe.
Well, I'm saying, and the Miz. I just said the Miz is one that could be.
We just said
Maurice is higher than the Miz.
And Playboy, yeah. Tig old biddies.
But here's the name that we hadn't considered that could actually be in the conversation: Jesse Ventura.
He was a governor.
Yep.
He's definitely its top 7.
He definitely has CTE now.
Oh, for sure.
But
my number 6, give me. You know what? I'll put Batista at 6.
Okay.
Ever since Timmy said that, I can't.
All right. I'll go first. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Ric Flair. TJ.
Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, Andre the Giant. What was my 4th one?
I don't remember. John Cena.
John Cena.
Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, John Cena. I'm sorry, The Rock. And then John Cena.
There you go. No, we don't all agree, Darren. That's the whole point. You don't have to agree.
Correct.
All right, let me out of here. I want to go get drunk now.
Where you been waiting on?
We've been, yeah.
No, I'm still drinking, but I feel like I have to be intelligible.
I want to go downstairs and pee pants. That's what I need to go do.
I got this little beauty over here. It's got to get handled.
That's not plugged in.
Have you even played it yet?
Yes, I have.
Did you lose?
Oh, you want me to turn it on? Okay.
Did you lose?
Yes. I'm working on it. I'm getting better.
So I want to make this very clear, and Dave and Timmy both know this. There is not a bigger Mick Foley plan on this planet than me. Mick Foley is nowhere near the Mount Rushmore.
Mick Foley's nowhere in the top 100.
I wouldn't go that
No,
far.
he's in the top. He's probably top 50.
Yeah, I would say top 50.
Mick Foley's on my Mount Rushmore of idiot wrestlers.
Hey, honey, you know who Mick Foley is?
No.
Yeah, dirty son of a bitch.
He's what? What did she say?
Yeah, dirty son of a bitch.
He bathes regularly.
How do you know? He looks like he smells.
He does look like he. Like,
I mean,
I bet Mick
the
Foley,
90s and early 2000s. He looked like
when I think of an AEW fan, I think of Mick Foley.
I was disappointed to see him fighting the Invisible Man the other day. That's the dumbest shit ever.
He'll do anything for a buck these days.
Well, here's the thing. Most wrestlers will.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, that jumbled shit that he gave us on Cameo for your birthday last year. Oh my God.
It made me smile.
What time
Isn't that all that matters?
Midnight.
Mine was way better. Cassio shit all over Mick Foley with his.
Gotta go, guys.
All right, we'll continue without you. We don't need you.
Is someone naked?
I love y'all.
What just happened?
Sarah showed him her boobs, probably.
That's something.
No, I gotta check in for my cruise in 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
The cruise isn't for 2 weeks. It's not going anywhere without you. Today.
Hi.
Told you she showed him her boobs.
My boobs.
Oh, and we got the pinch. We didn't need any of those things that just happened.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. Ugh.
Oh, so Darren wants us to come together and form a consensus.
Didn't we just?
We don't agree, but I mean that's the whole point.
So I think between the four of us, it would be
Hogan,
Austin,
Flair, and then
I haven't even said Flair yet. When we stop at 6,
yeah.
And again, Flair got his fame in the 2000s and later, not in the 80s and 90s. Now, but this is the difference. I thought when the show started, is Flair during that time frame one of the top 5 wrestlers? Fucking absolutely, no question. But is he the most well-known wrestler in the 80s and 90s? No, he just isn't.
All right. So let's do a new Mount Rushmore, TJ.
Okay.
Best workers.
Okay.
I'll start.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels.
That's your number one.
Number one.
It's hard to argue. To me, and again, you're not going to like this, but the best worker conversation is it's Flair, it's Shawn, it's Brett.
All 3 are in my Mount Rushmore best workers.
Yeah. It's pretty much just what order.
And there's one other one you're missing.
And we'll get to it. I'm going to say, what are you doing? No.
Benoit was a good worker, but
not arguing that.
Yeah.
But the best ever. I think not only because of what he accomplished, but what he accomplished more of the more important thing that probably more than anybody else, he got more people over probably than anyone else, is Flair. I have to put Flair number one. I mean, he made Sting.
He did make Sting.
Yeah.
To me, just nobody could put on a show with anybody better than Shawn Michaels, to me.
Yeah, I mean, when the moment was big, yeah, I mean, it was real hard to beat Shawn. And again, you made the same case about Brett. Brett.
As much as I hate Bret Hart,
yeah,
tremendous worker.
If you've never seen Brett and Diesel matches from the mid-90s,
yeah, their match at Royal Rumble,
I just watched it.
I mean, they did King of the Ring 94 when Diesel was still green as grass, Royal Rumble 95, and then Survivor Series 95, and they were all tremendous.
Yes.
So Matthew Elvis Presley says Michaels, Flair, Hart, perfect.
I mean, it's hard to argue that one.
So I'll go perfect's in my top 10, but my Mount Rushmore is Michaels, Flair, Hart, Steamboat.
Oh, Ricky Steamboat. I like that.
Dude, I will get on our YouTube that we share and watch the shit out of some Ricky Steamboat matches.
Flair, Shawn, Brett, Brady 180's got Kurt. That's another good one.
See, Kurt's one too.
Man,
that's tough. Kurt is right there too.
See, to me, 4, it comes down to Kurt, who wouldn't have been on there if Brady 180.
And here's why Dave Meltzer's full of shit. Kurt Angle has 0 5-star matches according to Dave Meltzer. Get the fuck out of here.
That's embarrassing. Kurt, Hennig, and who was the third one I had in my head? I mean, Austin before his knees went out was something else too.
Well, see, that's the thing. Austin slowed down after the neck injury, but he had knee issues too.
Yeah.
But he put on some shit, and I stole Coach Keith's 4. There you go. Austin's knees is. A lot of people were. There was something that Austin was terrible in the ring. Somebody had said that. I'm like,
No,
are
his
you high?
WCW shit was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll go. Ooh. Arn is in the talk. Barry Windham's in there. But
Ooh, Barry Windham. That's a good one.
yeah.
I'll raise you another one. Great Muda.
I'll go I'll go Mr. Perfect at 4. I mean, it's hard to argue that one. It really is.
Yeah.
I've gone back and I started watching Raws and pay-per-views from the beginning of Raw in 93. I'm in 95. And even then with a bad back, Hennig was killing it. What? Did you never see Steve Austin and Ricky Steamboat?
They tore the house down.
A bunch. I don't understand what's happening right now. Like I almost feel like this person is rage baiting us. Like with the Benoit, just admiration. Now Austin injured was a great worker.
But Austin the thing is Austin after the neck injuries, he had to have a brawler style. He couldn't do the suplexes and things. So
right. He had to
change it
forever. He hated that. He liked being, the guy that could wrestle Steamboat. And this
Spivey over Wyndham.
What? Dan Spivey or like the guy that saved Paul Orndorff from WCW? Like, what was the guy that made Paul Orndorff realize he was Mr. Wonderful?
That was Gary
Spivey.
Yeah.
That was his name, Gary Spivey.
You're Mr. Wonderful.
You are Mr. He's just kissing. Yeah. So then the other one I had in my head was top 4 draws. But again, like it to me, like top 4, like almost my top 4 draws would almost be the same as my top 4 most well known.
Yeah, but see, who was a huge draw for the AWA and the NWA? And it's
Hogan.
a tag team, the Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they talk about the Road Warrior pop and stuff like that.
See,
but to me, the Road Warriors aren't even the best tag team of all time.
No.
Demolition is to me.
I can't give it to Arn and Tully because they were a tag team for like 2 years. As much as I loved them. So to me, the best tag team ever, it comes under the Rock and Roll Express or Midnight.
See, I'm Demolition, followed by the Road Warriors.
You got the Steiners, you got Harlem Heat.
See, then I have the New Age Outlaws and Harlem Heat. And then the Midnight Express are better than and my favorite Midnight Express was the last Midnight Express I guess the last Midnight Express.
You say Bob Holly and Bart Gunn, I'm leaving the show.
Technically the last Midnight Express is Bob Holly and Billy Gunn, but or Bob Holly and Bart Gunn, but Sweet Stan and Beautiful Bobby. Amazing.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you on that. And mostly only because I never watched Condrey. I wasn't watching yet. I've seen his, and again, I've watched it now. Condrey was phenomenal considering he looked like everyone's alcoholic uncle, but he was fantastic. Actually, Bruce Pritchard has said Demolition wasn't the Road Warriors ripoff. It was the Powers of Pain, Warlord and the Barbarian, who were terrible as a tag team. But the Faces of Fear, Mang and Barbarian, don't get their fair share. That was a tag team right there. But this is fun. Top 4 tag team draws. Rock and Roll's in it. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Road Warriors are in it for sure. But then again, once you go after the 2, do you go Steiners? Do you go Harlem Heat? Edge and Christian, the Hardys, the Dudleys, Patterson and Ray Stevens, Ole and Lars Anderson of the Anderson brothers. The Hart Foundation. Well, Hart Foundation was never the top tag team in the WWE. To be fair, the Freebirds.
Freebirds were a big one,
Von
especially
Erichs?
when you think about their stuff in Texas and in Mid-South.
I'm sorry, Bruce was lying in that statement. Yeah, I mean, we need more ideas for, and I want Mount Rushmores that are going to make us think kind of outside the box. I don't want to be like, oh, top 4.
Well, I mean, tag teams is tough because, dude, Steiners were great, but and I mean, even New Age Outlaws, they were only around for so long, but
longer. I mean, I think they were actually around longer than people think.
The Dudley Boys, they won every belt there is.
Yeah, the Dudley Boys don't often get mentioned in that conversation. And a lot of people get offended that you even bring the Dudleys up, and I don't know why.
Their work in ECW was tremendous, and then
yes,
they're one of the few that got over in the WWE from ECW.
Yes, and
because Taz was over for all of a month, and then they just shoved him right back down the card.
Well, I don't think that was Taz's fault, but I think that the Dudleys would have fit in any era, which is what you want. So I don't understand why the Dudleys aren't in that discussion of best tag teams. Great argument, thank you, because they sucked. Thank you for adding to the conversation.
The Dudleys?
Yeah, he's saying the Dudleys sucked. What ifs, as in people who should have been big stars? That's a good one. I like that one. Chris Masters, I would have to put in there. Oh man, there's been so many.
I got one right now that's in wrestling right now. Your first ever WWE Universal Champion,
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. How would it have been different if he didn't get buckle bombed and tear up his shoulder? Because after that, after one injury, Vince threw him right back down the card like it was nothing.
Yep. That's a good one. Who did I say? I said Chris Masters. There was a dude in WCW. I think his name
Magnum
was
TA. Yeah, that's a good one. Magnum TA.
That is a good one. The injury.
Mr. Kennedy's a good one.
I think Rhino was as big as he should have been.
See, I never got the Rhino. Even WWE even pushed him like crazy, and I just never got it.
But I think he was as big as he could have been. Mike Awesome. I don't understand what happened with Mike Awesome.
Yeah, that Fat Trick Thriller thing was weird because Mike Awesome in ECW did some crazy shit, and he was over in ECW arena, and he could have been big in WCW. Alex Riley, I don't see it.
I thought he definitely could have been bigger than what he was, for sure. I actually thought of the Miz and Riley. I thought Riley was going to be the starter of the two. Christopher Nowinski, before all the brain injuries. Or
he could have been a hell of a heel.
Do for sure. WCW had a guy. Do you remember that awful storyline of Piper trying to like pick his team to take on the NWO, and it was like Earthquake and 3 nobodies?
Yeah.
One of those guys was a WCW power plant wrestler named Horseshoe. And he was supposed to be like the next big thing. And I think I've seen him on WCW television like 3 times. And that was one of them. But he was supposed to be like huge.
I expected more out of Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare.
Yeah, Sean Stasiak.
Sean Stasiak.
Pretty much the whole stable. Other than
the problem with Sean Stasiak was his first run in WWE was meat.
Meat. Terrible.
That's just terrible.
See, with Barry Windham, I mean, I don't know how much better it could have got for him. Couple-time NWA champion, United States champion. Never made it in the WWF. Just seemed to not know what to do with Barry Windham.
Well, they had him in '89 as the Widowmaker.
Yes, then
he was only there for a couple months.
Yeah,
but by '94, when he won the WCW, the International World Heavyweight title or whatever, he was rather chunky.
Yeah.
And then by '96, in his run in WWF as the Stalker, he just looked old.
And also, like, if our whole argument is like this person should have done more, was better than what they were given, should have done more. I just had someone in my head and forgot it entirely. Trying to set up that sentence. I thought too hard about it. Ouch. That one hurts. Getting old, guys. Getting old is stupid. Don't do it.
Beats the alternative.
Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, that's one that gets me.
Oh, Rick Rude. That was the guy I was going to say.
Rick Rude. Yeah. Ooh, that's a great one. Gino Hernandez.
Gino's good.
Rick Rude's a good one. Shamrock is one that I always thought that they were having issues, which I don't understand with the whole Montreal Screwjob thing. Brett said he would drop the belt to Shamrock.
It was
Shamrock. He would drop it to Michaels.
Shamrock and Mankind were the two he kept saying.
So why didn't Vince just have him drop it to Shamrock? Because Shamrock was in the middle of the USA Canada feud.
Yep.
Why not just have him drop it to Shamrock, and then Shamrock could have dropped it to Michaels the next month? They literally wrestled the next month at In Your House DX.
Yep.
He could have dropped it then.
See, that's what's all right. Let's do this. I didn't expect this. That to me, and I listen before I say any of this stuff. I'm not one of these guys that thinks that the screw job was a conspiracy theory. I don't think that at all. But what makes it hard to digest what happened in Survivor Series, it was so easily avoidable.
Well, not only that, but they say Brett was the one who came up with the idea to put him in the sharpshooter.
I believe that part.
But if Brett thought that there was something screwy going on, why would he even?
I mean, do you think that Brett thought the whole time, or do you think during the match he was like, something's happening?
I don't know. I mean, you would think Brett and Sean, like, to me, you had so many issues there with Brett and Sean already that, I mean, Brett could have dropped the belt to Taker or Shamrock or somebody else, and they could have avoided the whole situation.
Correct.
So it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's what, again, like he said, I won't drop it to Sean, but I'll drop it to Shamrock or Mankind. Those are the two names he named specifically. So my question is, all right, he doesn't want to do this. So instead of, and I'm not saying every promoter should acquiesce to the needs of a guy that's getting ready to leave, but if your issue was truly the title leaving the company, then why not fine? You could drop it to Shamrock at Survivor Series and we'll do whatever after that. Also, you're not allowed in the building after that show's over. So it's hard to have sympathy for me with Vince on that one, because you could have changed it. You just didn't. And again, his whole thing was like, we have to get here with Brett and Sean. Why? We'd already, by the way, these guys have been fighting for 2.5 years. We'd seen it a bunch by then.
And see, I'm with Matthew Elvis Presley. It wasn't up to him to decide who he lost the belt to. You get paid to do a job and do it.
I would say for the most part, that's true. Except I would give Brett the benefit of the doubt here, because Sean said, Brett said, I'll never do anything to hurt you like that. And Sean said, I'm not going to do the same thing for you. So Brett didn't trust him.
So that's, to me, because of the issues between the two, I'd have just had them separated.
Yeah.
And I'd have said either Undertaker or Ken Shamrock get in there. And because not only that, but both Undertaker and Ken Shamrock would beat the ever-living shit out of Bret Hart if it came down to it, and they had to.
Correct. I mean, Shamrock for sure. I think whoever you put in there with Shamrock, you're good. Yeah. Unless it was Tito Ortiz. But yeah, I have no sympathy for the WWF in that, or Vince in that. I just don't, because it was avoidable.
And I always thought that. I was always like, why didn't they just put Shamrock in that position, or the Undertaker?
I don't know, especially when you hear like Bret's like, look, it's not that I'm not willing to give up the title. I don't want to do it with him because again, he didn't trust him. I'll do it with these people. Okay, do that, and we'll move on. We'll
pivot.
You still have.
Injuries happen. They have to pivot all the time. Yes. Thank you, True Pilgrim. There you go. Ahmed Johnson.
Oof.
Ahmed Johnson in 1995 looked like he was going to be the next Hulk Hogan. Not to that extent, but
I mean,
95 when he came in through 96. Holy shit.
Yeah. 96.
And then that's another one. He got injured when Farouk kicked him.
Well, he got injured a bunch.
And then, but he also hurt a bunch of people.
Correct.
But if he even could have remotely learned how to work at all, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Ahmed came onto the scene, literally burst onto the scene and blew up in a time that WWF desperately needed its next star.
Yes.
Bret, his star is Nash and Hall had just left. Bret's star. Now, granted, they hadn't done the Team Canada thing yet, but Bret's star was starting to fade. Shawn was in a downward spiral. And if you go back and watch the WWF in late 95 or early 96 when Ahmed debuted, and the crowd reacted.
He debuted in 95.
Yeah, and then the crowd
body slammed Yokozuna at Survivor Series 95.
That's right. And the crowd getting behind Ahmed, it seemed like they found him.
Yeah, they liked him.
The crowd loved his earlier promos were equally as ridiculous as you remember. And the crowd was still behind him. And then between the injuries, and I've heard there was some attitude issues with Ahmed, that shit stopped. I mean, in all honesty, probably a year after he debuted, it was over. Between him hurting people and him getting hurt. And I actually thought Ahmed in the Nation, in retrospect, was the way Ahmed should have gone. I actually think there was some mileage there with Ahmed in the Nation. But then they turned him back babyface, like not even a month later. And he was just badly mishandled. And then do you remember when he went to WCW's Big T?
Yes.
Dude, he was a boat. But yeah, there certainly was a minute it seemed Ahmed was going to be the guy. And also during the time frame of the WWF trying to get Ahmed over, this guy at King of the Ring 96 cut a promo that we all remember now and changed the course of history. So they just said, all right, we don't need Ahmed anymore. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
Ahmed's a good one.
Ahmed would have been a big one. It's almost like, they made it work with Goldberg, and they made it work with the Ultimate Warrior. It's kind of surprising they didn't figure out a way with Ahmed.
Well, with the roster they had at the time and the product they were trying to show in late 95, 96, Ahmed was so raw. I don't know where he fits.
There you go. Did Vince book Luger appropriately? No, Luger should have won the belt.
No.
In 93.
I'll even say this. Lex Express Lex should have never happened. Lex should have stayed heel and been the total package.
And
Maybe
feuded
not
with
called
Hart.
that. Not called that. He should have been the narcissist, but just been the total package from NWA, WCW.
And not making out with mirrors.
Yeah. Like to me, the most bad, and actually, as I'm looking through our videos, we did a Legends. Let's rethink this about it. Royal Rumble '94. Yeah. I don't know what. I mean, I get it to a degree because you just had a guy as the All-American boy that was over in your company for over a decade, but I don't know what the obsession was with. We got to replace Hogan with Hogan.
See, Luger could have had it. He could have won it at SummerSlam '93 and lost it to Brett at Mania 9 and turned.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can continue that feud. Because, I mean, Yoko, by WrestleMania 10, Yoko was done. He lost the belt at 10, and he was over. So, I mean, I said 9, I meant 10. Luger could have won it in '93, October '93, and lost it in March of '94.
When he
because
lost,
they were done with Yoko by then.
When he beat Yoko by count out at SummerSlam '93, it was over.
Is Bash at the Button starting now?
No, whenever we're done.
Okay.
I'm enjoying our conversation. Why?
Because Matthew said he was getting an alert for Bash of the Buttons.
And when we're done.
Okay.
When we're done, we can talk. I mean,
that's a good one. I mean, Lex. I mean, I think WWE fumbled hard on that one, but Vince, we've talked about that. It was a face-driven company. So Vince wanted him as a face. I mean, they didn't go full-blown heel. So you had Yokozuna at, he won it in June of '93 and held it till March of '94. But they didn't go full-blown heel till Triple H started winning the belts. That's when the heel held it for a long period of time.
Yeah. I mean, from Yoko to, probably Yoko to Hunter.
Because, I mean, it was Hogan to Yoko before anybody even had it for more than a couple months.
Because Diesel turned babyface when he won the belt. Or just before.
Yeah.
Shawn.
Because you had Hogan won it. He had it for like 4 years. Then Macho won it and held it for a year, but he turned heel right at the end.
Yep.
Hogan won it back. Lost it to Warrior. Warrior lost it to Slaughter, who held it for just a couple months. Hogan won it back.
Yeah, 2 months.
Then Flair had it for Royal Rumble to WrestleMania.
Yep.
And then Savage won it. Then Flair won it again for a little while. Then
Undertaker had a cup of coffee.
Undertaker had it for 5 days. But,
yeah, fall of '91.
But so from '84 to '93, the longest heel champion run was like 3 months.
Yeah, because Shawn turned when he won, or was babyface.
Shawn was already babyface after when he
had just turned.
So it was when Triple H became champion. That's when you started having a real heel as champion for long periods of time.
And then after that, I mean, you're going Shawn, Brett, Undertaker for the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
Austin was face.
Kane won it for a day.
Kane was first blood match. Kane was a day.
Austin had it back. Foley won it for a day. Triple H won it the next night.
Yeah. Wow. Yoko to Hunter. Heel long time. That's great.
So from '84 to '99, nobody ever had it other than Yoko's run for like 10 months.
Yeah, May to March.
It was June. He won it in June to March. That King of the Ring.
I thought it was in May.
June.
Okay.
So June to March.
Okay.
But other than that, nobody ever had it for more of the time from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania.
Do you know what else I need to upload? For those of you who are new, we interviewed Nick Aldis months before he was a commissioner.
We got Aldis. We have Shamrock. We have.
The only one I don't see is Zbyszko, which is frustrating.
And that was a good one too.
That was a good one. I'll find it. I don't know anything else we want to discuss before
think that's it.
We send you on your way to bed, and I start playing Sega Saturn.
Ooh, I might watch that on the TV
in your house.
No, that game sucked. I had it on PlayStation.
I have it. I also have it on PS1, but I didn't have it last week, and I ordered on eBay, and it got here yesterday. So I now have it for Sega Saturn also.
Cool. All right. Well, you have fun. Thanks for joining me tonight, so we could have this discussion.
Of course,
we had tons of chat. That was good.
Good.
All right, buddy. Have fun playing games.
Always do.
Thanks for watching. See you next time right here on Markout Moments.